Dan, race one, I think frantic. It's a good way. I think all of the thousands of people who were here enjoyed that one, but it looked like you had to work really hard for that. You were pushing hard.
Yeah, we were. You know, we like Dan and like Tom, we've got pretty limited hybrid, although we have more than both of those. 4 laps, I think we had in total, or 5. And yeah, you know, I've got Tom behind me who's really fast. He was fast yesterday, and he's got full deployment. You know, the full 8 laps or whatever it is. And yeah, it was hard, but you know, we did a good job. We didn't want to finish on the podium, which obviously that would mean we have to run the hard tyre in race 2. So but it was just a case of managing P4. Senna at the time, Senna was, I don't know whether Senna had decided he didn't actually want third towards the end of the race, and he was backing me up into Tom, and so you know, one of us would go through. But you know, yeah, it was just managing that gap. And then we had some of the circuit boarding cover the radiator duct, so we had quite a warm, not dangerously warm, thank God, but we had quite a warm engine at the end, so that was a bit of management. So it was just a wild tour. Look, you put a grid of British touring cars on a wet track with slicks and go racing, it's always frantic, but we survived, and that's the main thing.
It did look a little bit like you'd been rallycrossing at one point in the front of your car.
I was just covered in, yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you drive behind Senna. He definitely finds all the bits of mud.
All the Yorkshire mud,
yeah, literally, I couldn't see out the windscreen at the end. I was like, come on mate, give me a break. But
you mentioned a point there which several people have mentioned to me, which is this issue of, if you are looking at a podium and then you've got the hard tyre for a second race, what's the strategic decision? I mean, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing?
I don't know. I mean, it's a new regulation for this year. Was it last year we reversed the whole top 10 had to run the hard tyre for race 2, I think? In some ways, I think that was better, because you wouldn't give up a third to finish 11th, for example. But now you know, what is it, 2 points difference? You think, well, I'll get those 2 points back in race 2 anyway, and probably more, especially if you're the first soft runner. You know, we have to go for a race win now. Tom's obviously going to want a race win as well. Like I said, he was really quick yesterday. I haven't looked who else is further back. But yeah, we're the first car on the soft tyre, so it is a problem. I don't really like it, because for me it's becoming very, very strategic. Motorsport is strategic, but the beauty of touring car has always been quite pure, you know. So I think we need to maybe revise that in the future, but for now it's what we've got to run with. So yeah, it's P4 race 1, we'll try and get a P1 in race 2, and then race 3 we've got the hard tyre, and there's probably only about 8 of us on it, and we'll just survive. But you know, Ash was running P6 there in the hard tyre. Obviously the damp conditions negate some of the difference in some respects, especially with Ash, because he's very good, you know, with slicks in the damp conditions anyway. So we won't have that luxury in race 3 unless it drizzles again. But I think we're set for the day now.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, we've just got to get out there and win race 2.